Arsenal changes its strategy and prepares a big move to secure the unstoppable striker with 31 goals this season. And journalist Charles Watts has just brought you a mega update on Jurian Timber's return and also on the contract renewal of another crucial defender for this season. Stay with me until the end of the video to understand everything that's happening behind the scenes at the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're also passionate about Arsenal, subscribe to our channel right now to stay informed about everything happening behind the scenes of the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's get into today's top news. Arsenal have reportedly stepped up their interest in signing Sporting Lisbon striker Viktor Gyokeres, who has been on fire this season. The former Coventry City star has already bagged 31 goals in all competitions this campaign, with Gyokeres already linked with a big money move back to England just 1 year after signing for Sporting. Likened to Erling Haaland by Tony Mowbray, Gyokeres' goal-scoring antics have rightly earned the Swedish international links to Arsenal, who are on the hunt for a world-class forward this summer. And according to A Bola, the North London side now have greater interest in signing Gyokeres, with PSG also following suit as the French giants begin their search for Kylian Mbappe's replacement. Given Gyokeres' incredible record this season and the 25-year-old's previous experience playing in England, it makes complete sense why Arsenal have now stepped up their interest in the forward. However, the Gunners could fall into a similar trap they found themselves in with Nicolas Pepe, who after one incredible season with LOSC Lille became Arsenal's club record signing at £72 million. Indeed, whilst Gyokeres might not be as big a flop as the Ivory Coast international, the circumstances around Arsenal's interest feel eerily similar, and Mikel Arteta's side need to be certain that the Sporting striker is the man they want. Arsenal have to be 100% certain about who they want this summer. Arsenal under Arteta are a club set on which players they want to sign and how they will work into the system, a process that has been crucial in the Gunners emerging as Premier League candidates this season. Yet in the build-up to the summer transfer, we are yet to really gauge who Arsenal actually want to sign above anyone else, with Gyokeres merely the next name on a long list of forwards to be linked with the Emirates Stadium side. As a result, Arsenal fans will be hoping that Arteta and Edu Gasper can make the right decision on which striker to sign, with this move easily as big as last year's chase for Declan Rice. Aaron Ramsdale's potential replacements. Arsenal ace Aaron Ramsdale could leave the Emirates in the summer after losing his place as starting goalkeeper to Brentford loanee David Raya. Sunderland's Anthony Patterson and Ajax's Diant Ramage have been earmarked as Ramsdale's potential replacement. The England international has been linked with a shock move to AC Milan. Milan keeper Mike Maignan has attracted interest, and Ramsdale is seen as a potential successor between the sticks at San Siro. Journalist Charles Watts has now provided an update on when Arsenal fans can expect to see Jurian Timber back in action. Jurian Timber is edging closer to a return to first-team action at Arsenal. The Dutch defender has been sidelined since sustaining a serious knee injury on the opening weekend of the Premier League season, against Nottingham Forest. Prior to that cruel early blow, Timber had impressed in his short time at Arsenal, shining in pre-season following his summer arrival from Ajax. It is easy to see what a fully fit Timber could bring to Mikel Arteta's squad. His versatility means that he can play in any position across the defensive line, and whilst he is a solid defender, he also has plenty to offer going forwards as well. He is a powerful runner, a confident passer of the ball, comfortable in tight spaces, and capable of inverting from fullback to provide extra support in the middle of the park. Arteta and the Arsenal staff have been impressed by Timber's commitment to his recovery. The Spanish coach will be desperate to have the Dutchman back at his disposal as soon as possible. However, of course, the North London club will still have to handle the player with care for some time yet. It would be a disaster if Arsenal were to rush the 22-year-old back too quickly only to aggravate his injury and see him back on the treatment table. When will Jurian Timber be ready to play for Arsenal again? Charles Watts has now had his say on Timber's impending return. Speaking on his Inside Arsenal YouTube channel, the reporter said, "It's fantastic that he's back, that he's training. Still, I imagine, probably a month I've got in mind, I would think, before we see him with the first team. I wonder if he might get a couple of runouts with the under-21s, that would make sense, rather than him just going straight into the Premier League squad. This is such a crucial stage of that injury, because you have to get the timing absolutely right. You have to be 100% sure his knee can handle it. Timber has been using his time on the sidelines wisely, to familiarize himself with life at Arsenal and learn more about Arteta's tactical approach. He will be desperate to hit the ground running and make up for lost time upon his return. For his own protection, though, Arteta may have to temper Timber's enthusiasm to some extent for the time being. That being said, if the former Ajax man can play a big role for the Gunners between now and the end of the season, then that would be a huge boost, and could have a significant impact upon the Premier League title race, especially as Alexander Zinchenko and Takahiro Tomiyasu have had fitness concerns of their own this season. Jorginho future in doubt. Arsenal midfielder Jorginho is out of contract at the end of the season, and efforts have reportedly been made to extend his stay in North London. However, the player's agent has opened the door to a move and a potential reunion with Maurizio Sarri, now in charge at Lazio. He'd suit Lazio more, for the presence of coach Sarri, who already knows his characteristics very well, agent João Santos told TV Play in Italy. Sarri was Jorginho's manager at Napoli and then brought him with to Chelsea in 2018, but Santos suggested there were other possible reunions. Also Juve, who have a great director of sport like Cristiano Giuntoli, who he spent many years with at Napoli, he continued. I would not rule out a return to Napoli with new coach, Francesco Calzona, who used to work with Sarri before that. Arsenal are reportedly set to announce Ben White's new contract soon amid rumors that the defender has committed his future to the Gunners. The 26-year-old star has been of Arsenal's most consistent performers ever since signing from Brighton and Hove Albion in 2021 for a reported £50 million, with White thriving across the defence. Starting off centrally but now fully evolved into one of the best right-backs in the Premier League, White's reputation seems to grow by the game at Arsenal, where the defender has become a beloved fan favourite. And according to journalist Charles Watts, Arsenal will announce White's new contract with the club in the near future, with everything seemingly signed, sealed, and delivered. White will become the latest of many important Arsenal figures to sign new contracts with the club, following the likes of Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, and William Saliba in the last 12 months. Indeed, at 26, White is approaching the prime years of his career, and Arsenal signing the versatile defender to a new long-term contract is huge for Mikel Arteta's plans for the future. Watts said when asked why White's new contract hasn't been announced yet, "I wouldn't be worried, I am very sure the announcement for Ben White will not be too far away." Arsenal have been guilty in the past for allowing star players to run down their contracts in order to leave the club for cheap or for nothing at all. Yet Arteta and Edu Gaspar have been direct with their approach to renewing contracts, with the pair ensuring no key player in the right age group is allowed to suffer the same fate as other stars from previous years. And with White's contract set to be announced soon, Arsenal now need to work on more contracts for more players, with Jorginho the obvious next candidate to be handed a new deal. Well, folks, those were today's news. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay informed about everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell so you won't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and see you in the next video.